What's up, Skirts Up Squad? It's Samantha.
And Melissa.
And I got it right that time.
That's right, you did. Good
Yes!
job. Skirts Up Squad.
You should hear the bloopers. It's wild. It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful.
But we're here, and we are here because I think we're going to start a new little side segment where we rehash the episodes that we had uploaded.
Yeah.
So we'll call it On the Porch with Sam and Mel.
Do you like it?
I do.
I like it too.
So
we don't care. I'm just kidding. That was so mean. We're not that mean.
She didn't. I mean, I am.
Well, it's okay. I don't think so. Okay, so
I wanted to interview Melissa a little bit and see like how, since this was based on her and her sisters and her life. And I just
because we're doing the episode. What was the name of it?
Oh, we are recapping the Secrets Revealed,
Yes.
23andMe, Ancestry. So we will see how that went.
Yeah. So,
Um,
did you want to interview me, or shall I just start talking?
I am going to interview you.
Okay, sounds good.
Because that's
you
me.
are the one.
All right, so Melissa,
Yes.
you have now had a chance to talk to both of your sisters and kind of see their input as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously you heard them as well. They were on there sharing their side of the story. They were similar, of course, different.
Yeah.
So let's start with, was there a consensus?
So full disclosure, Sam and I both called them up and we kind of just wanted some feedback. And at first they both were kind of like, it sounded like they were just trying to be nice, I thought. They were like, oh,
No.
I really liked it. But that
A consensus was that neither of them liked their voices, but no one does.
Well, yes, that was true too. But I felt like in the very beginning, I was like, are they being serious? Did they really like it? Because they're like, I loved it. But then once we started talking and having a conversation, they're like, oh, and then I loved this part.
Jen reeled immediately how much she loved.
That's true. She did actually.
She loved everything.
She did. But you're right. She didn't like her voice. I mean, I don't love mine either, and it's just how it is.
I don't either. But everyone loves Melissa's voice.
No, that's not true. My husband doesn't. He's like, I wish she would shut up. Just kidding. I don't believe that fully. Anyway, so
Jen was really excited.
She was really, she was so cute. There was a couple things that she wishes that she had said.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. She says that she wished she had talked more about how awesome it was to, like, get to be united. We haven't met in person, but to meet us, whether it's over the phone or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just
the
because
excitement and the enjoyment.
Yeah, she feels like that part didn't come across the way she wanted. Just because she said she was trying to keep it, I don't know, formulaic wasn't the word she used, but she was just trying to tell the story.
On track, yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's right. She was like, I was just trying to stay on track, but I wish I had talked more about how amazing it was. Mm-hmm. And I thought she did pretty good, though.
I think it was portrayed.
I liked it.
Just as well. I mean,
yeah.
It's not like the story she told. It was leading up to that moment, which is like the climax. So it's like
now every time we say climax, we laugh like children because I made it a sexual joke
That's
earlier.
Why I did it. I did it on purpose.
Yeah. So, okay.
She
said she loved the intro.
Oh yeah,
and that was all Sam. Like I was so proud
that.
of you.
Thanks. I was proud of me too because that was my first time learning that I could even do that.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun with it. And I was really proud of it. It made me a little giddy.
Yeah. So if you haven't listened to the episode, you definitely should. But at the very beginning, it's like kind of like a trailer. It's like all the hot things that you're about to hear, but just like a few seconds.
Actually,
of it.
It is the trailer that I made.
Oh.
So if you haven't seen the trailer, there was a trailer going around, and it was the trailer just put in the front. Anyways, it was exciting.
It was pretty cool. It was cool. And Jen was impressed. I was impressed. Yeah. And you should be. Let's see. Oh, Jen said she wished that, well, she didn't wish per se. She just said, oh, you know what? You don't realize it, but I also did the 23andMe.
That's what I was trying to remember. Yeah, she did mention that not only did she do the Ancestry, but that she also did 23andMe, and that she thought that was kind of not important to say.
I think she did because, and the reason I think I say that is because she was talking about how she felt, and she's right. Ancestry is a lot more like family centered and like finding your people. where 23andMe has a lot of information on your genetics and stuff. And so I think she was just kind of like, oh yeah, you know what? It would have been, maybe that could have been noted.
But she did like how it was discussed.
Yeah.
That we did like talk about the difference, or you talked about the difference.
Yeah, exactly. And then she's like, I don't think you even realized I did 23andMe. She did both of them. Yeah, we didn't know. So then we talked to Christy. And she is so cute. She's like, I hate my voice. I was like, but her voice is so soothing. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, and that actually cracked me up, and I didn't remember it until we were talking to Christy, but I had a friend call me too.
Your bestie.
The bestie. She's obsessed with Melissa's voice from the beginning. She's like, she's got the best voice ever for this. And she like just likes listening.
She keeps thinking that.
She loves listening to it. She's like, it's so soothing. It's like a radio voice. It's beautiful. It is. It's perfect. But she called me and she goes, I feel like usually when you think about how someone sounds, it's their surroundings. It's where they grew up, who they grew up around, and that's where they get their dialect and their sound. And she goes, it's really weird that I felt like they all three sound very similar, even though they did not grow up together and near each other. She was like, it sounds like they're related, and it's really odd.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, no, that is really weird that you say that, because that...
I hadn't thought of that either. But she's right. I can see it. And we didn't grow up anywhere near each other. Like, I've lived in 14 different states. Christy's lived a lot in different places, and we've all lived a lot. But she lived, like, in Virginia, and then Jen lived out west most of her life, California. They'll correct me if I'm wrong.
It did make me think, though, when I was editing the video, I didn't do heavy editing. Like, what they said is what they said in that episode. But I did take out a lot of, like, filler words, and they had the same filler word.
All of us. And, we did not...
I should let you finish and then say, you know?
Apparently we say you know a lot. All of us. We didn't grow up together. It's just crazy, you know? I don't know.
It was cute. It was so cute.
Aw, thanks. But that actually brings up, too, something, like, just talking about, it's like there's something in your genes that you don't realize is there, because Christy, her oldest son had a different dad, and he didn't grow up around his dad. And she was just telling us on the phone a little bit ago that, it's so weird, because when Jaden was growing up, she'd look at him and be like, that's the face Josh would make, and it's like, where did that come from? How is that in our genes? But it is. Like, there's some things that, it's just interesting.
That are just there.
Yeah. So, Christy, if there was something she could have said that she felt like she just wanted to make sure got across, it was just how important it was to her to, like, find somebody who looked like her. Because she had said, when she met her biological mother, she didn't cry. When she actually only cried when she met me, and I think she basically says it's because we looked so much alike.
And there's context behind that, because I didn't quite understand that either. I didn't understand it at first, and then you guys kind of explained that growing up, it was in a family with other adopted siblings, and so obviously siblings don't look alike because they were both adopted from separate.
Well, so her brother's not adopted. Her brother was a biological child of her adoptive parents, but they did also adopt another girl that's 8 months. I can't remember, older or younger.
8 months apart is what she said.
Yeah, I think Kanita's younger. But anyway, they're 8 months apart, and she's Native American. So, like, obviously Christy doesn't look like her. Christy, you saw if you saw the videos and the trailers that we posted that Sam posted on our Facebook page, she is very white and very pale. And her adoptive parents have, like, olive skin, and they're all brunette. And I don't know, I guess that just does something to you when you're a kid and you're like,
I feel like
why am I so different? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was kind of interesting. That was interesting too.
Did she say that he listened to the episode, or
who?
Her son.
Jaden?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I was going to, you know what? It's because I asked, hey, did the kids listen? And then we got sidetracked because we're both ADD.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was like a coincide into that question, or if that was...
she didn't quite answer that one.
Okay, gotcha.
But
she did make the comment that you were the only one that she cried when meeting. And one of the things that I found kind of interesting was that I think, so she made the comment that it's finally finding someone who looked like her, but also you both mentioned at different times how much you guys each wanted a sister. You were talking about how, like, you just felt like you had a sister and you knew you had a sister, and, like, that was just something that you just felt.
Yeah.
And then she was saying she always wished, I mean,
she had a sister
growing up, but maybe there was something, like, internally that was, like, a bond.
And she is close to Kanita. I know that she is. But yeah, I think
there was like a bond y'all didn't know it was there.
Exactly. And it's very weird because as soon as we met each other, we literally fell into each other's arms and started crying. And I'm not really a crier. Sometimes I feel a little cold because I feel like maybe I should be crying in some instances, but I just don't. So that was huge. And you're right, like there was something there already.
Yeah,
just walking.
Hearing
up
you
to
guys
each
say
other.
that, like literally, I felt like there's like this imaginary like line, like, and you guys just didn't know it was there until it was there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
like a thread. Yeah, I like that.
How did you feel watching
it?
Did it make you feel like exposed, or like did it feel okay?
Yeah, it actually felt quite tasteful. I was very nervous because I wanted to very make sure that like I stuck to my side of the story, and I didn't want to I don't know.
Well, you did really good with that. Like
I
if you started to say something that you felt like, well, these aren't my words, I'm just portraying, like you would stop and be like, okay, this isn't my story. Let me stop, or let me like be clear.
Thank you. I think it went well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed listening to it, and it's funny because like memory does a weird thing, and there were things we talked about and said that I didn't even remember saying when we were together. Yeah, and then like listening to the episode, I was like, oh, I forgot I said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really neat to hear, and I'm gonna go back and listen to it with Courtney's ears and try and because I think she's right. I think that I do sound a little bit like Christy for sure, and Jen too. So yeah, it was cool. Thank you for letting us have a platform.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that they enjoyed it as well.
Yeah.
I was worried that maybe there would be not like buyer's remorse, you know, like
sure.
Like, oh, we agreed to do this, but now I'm listening to it, I'm like, holy smokes, like get this off right now. And so it was really important to be like, all right, please call them up.
Yeah.
How did they feel? Are we feeling okay? Do I need to take it down? Like,
yeah.
So it was good to hear that, like, it just felt like nice and peaceful for everyone.
Yeah.
And like it seemed like everyone felt like finally our story is out.
Yeah.
Like it's there.
Actually, I think you could say it like that. Like, okay, this isn't something we need to keep secret. Like, we are a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool too. I'm glad you said it like that.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing with us. I think we all enjoyed it. I know I got a lot of people messaging me like, that is so cool.
Oh, and actually another thing too, Jen also brought up, it was really interesting to hear about Simon's.
Oh yeah.
Situation too is
it's happening, and Simon also has friends that have also talked, I mean multiple friends actually, that have similar stories through Ancestry and 23andMe, or like know that they're adopted, and things that y'all talked about, like it just is like full circle, and y'all aren't alone. Like it's happening. Now I know like so many, like more than one handful of people that are going through like the same thing or have gone through the same thing. So I think it was comforting too.
Yeah, I hope so, because it felt really good being able to hear it all together. I don't know how to explain it. The way you edited it together, I'm gonna just brag on you. She did such a good job. I just felt like, I don't know, it just brought it full circle, and so it was really lovely to listen to.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you guys did it. You guys did all the hard work. But thanks for listening, and I hope you guys enjoy the On the Porch with Sam and Mel. Bye.